Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. I really hope, in a grand scheme of things, some lawsuits are filed to prevent the A's from moving and relocating to Las Vegas. And don't say it can't be done because I find that strange that you have two teams, once again, that gonna be basically uh, having stadiums in the same city that they pretty much came from, where you have a team that relocated from Oakland to Las Vegas as a football team, and then now you have a baseball team relocating from Oakland to Las Vegas. I really feel that they should be something in place where you can't do that. That's just my own thing. Please don't come on here being disrespectful, because I swear to you, disrespectful remarks will be instantly removed and you will be blocked. We can have intelligent adult conversation about this. Please keep the comments respectful. Any remarks about, oh, you're crazy and you disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect you back before I block your ass. All right, with that being said, let's begin. All right, you guys. So like I said, Mark Davis came out and basically thrashed the Oakland Athletics organization for moving to Las Vegas, saying that basically they screwed the city of Oakland over. Basically, that it's their fault that he had to relocate to Las Vegas because he said he was desperately trying to stay in Oakland. Well, not so fast, Mr. Mark Davis, because I want you guys to see this. And this is something that mainstream media and a lot of the major sports network covered up. They didn't want to run this story when it was first announced that the Raiders were relocating to Las Vegas. Now, according to these reports, that Mark Davis filed for a trademark of Las Vegas Raiders as far back as 1998. That's the year my son was born. So that was pretty much 25 years ago. Now, I know why a lot of these mainstream media outlets didn't jump on this story, because it would have looked as if, hey, you guys had no intentions of staying in Oakland. You basically were waiting this out to where basically you can get a lot of clearance and move a lot of, borders and all that kind of stuff and red tape to get this deal done. Because one of my subs informed me, now I didn't look this up, but I'll take his word for it, that Al Davis attempted and talked about moving the team to Las Vegas when he was the owner of the team. Now, keep in mind, the Raiders tried to leave when they came back to Oakland because they couldn't work out a stadium deal. And according to Al Davis, they told Al Davis if he moved the team back to Oakland that they would build him a new stadium. Well, we know that never got did. And I'm going to get on the politicians in the city of Oakland about how crooked I believe they are. Because, like I said, I'm going to make some phone calls. I'm going to try to get some interviews did, because these people need to explain to the citizens of Oakland, who for over 50 years spent their hard-earned money patronizing the Oakland Athletics, and then for the ownership group not to give a detailed explanation on what happened with the stadium, because all you got is a bunch of lip service and back and forth and finger pointing on whose fault it is. And we want definitive answers, because at the end of the day, they just signed a deal to buy property. I mean, it's still not set in stone, because a Hail Mary could be thrown to keep them in Oakland if it's really efforts by the city to keep them in Oakland. Because Kevin Johnson single-handedly saved the, well, I ain't gonna say single-handedly, but he played a pivotal role in keeping the Sacramento Kings in Sacramento, because in case you forgot, the Sacramento Kings was headed to Seattle to become the new expansion version of the Seattle Supersonics. And Kevin Johnson played a pivotal role in keeping them in Sacramento and getting them a new stadium built. So there you have it. So that's why you got to ask, is the politicians in Oakland passionate and serious about keeping any of his franchises, because I believe that they ain't telling us everything that they want us to know. But anyway, let's get back to Mark Davis. I was told that he tried to move to Las Vegas when Paul Tagliabue was the commissioner of the NFL, and he blocked it. But they're saying that a trademark was filed in the late 90s. And like I said, mainstream media to me didn't pick this story up because, well, then we would have had a conspiracy theory, or we would have had basically a song and dance, and it would have looked like the NFL was in on it, and in particularly that the Raiders were just stalling. Because keep in mind, as I said before, Libby Schaaf said that they had a deal in place. She said that she found the financing. She said they had a design. She said they had a location. She said that she could have got a deal done. She said that they complied to everything that Mark Davis asked them to do. Mark Davis asked for a cozy stadium, said he wanted it to hold between 55 to 60,000, and the Raiders supposedly were offered a deal in which they would get a stadium build that could hold that full capacity, approximately 60,000 and some change, and they was going to build it in Oakland. And they said that Mark Davis didn't take the deal. Now, whoever you believe, that's up to you. But I believe that everybody's lying to the good citizens and patrons of Oakland, California. I believe that everybody is in on this, and to a certain degree, I want to prove it. I just believe that there's been a conspiracy to get all of the teams out of Oakland. Real talk. I just truly believe that there's always been a conspiracy, because if you look at some of the situations that went on with the Oakland A's, which, like I said, the A's, that's going to be the next video I do in regards to Oakland losing all three of its franchises, and explain to you some of the stuff that went on with the A's, different ownership groups and potential ownership groups. And when you hear these videos, you're gonna be like, and if you from Oakland, you know, of course there's gonna be some people that's in denial about what happened, that's just strictly gonna put it on the politicians of Oakland. But like I said, me myself, I kind of believe that everybody is in on it, and that's just real talk. But yeah, like I said before, you can Google this information that Mark Davis filed for a trademark and a website that said Las Vegas Raiders back in 1998. So it looked to me like they had plans all along on moving to Las Vegas. Keep in mind, back then, you have to understand, back then in the late 90s and all that kind of stuff, they were still worried about gambling and games being rigged and all that kind of stuff, and illegal gambling but on football. But now, since you can do it, who cares? You know, who cares now? So basically, that's what's going on. Then they were also worried about possible organized crime being involved. So just a lot of different things. But who knows? You may see the reemergence of the mob in Las Vegas once all three professional, four, because they saying the NBA is eventually headed to Las Vegas. So there you have it. Once again, you can look this information up. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.